It is up to you to get yourself to where you want to be. Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Dream Then Do. So, today we will be talking about why you must believe in yourself and how you should do so. And to be honest, this is one part I struggled with for a very long time. So, by temperament, I'm a laid back person. I'm that person that would do anything and everything to avoid attention. I would be in a room for hours and not speak to anyone just because I didn't want any attention. Now, a lot of people at some point thought I was actually a quiet person, but that wasn't the case. I was just scared. I was scared of looking ridiculous. I was scared of speaking and my opinions would not be heard. I was scared of doing something that would embarrass myself. I was scared of um not fitting in. So it didn't matter that I had a loving family, I had great friends around that were willing to push me. I just couldn't do it. I felt inadequate. That's the word. I felt inadequate. Now, I got to realize that I would be doing myself a disservice, but not just myself. I would be doing my family, my friends, all those people that believed in me. I would be doing them a disservice if I did not believe in myself. Because no matter how much they loved me and tried to push me, I wouldn't actually yield the best results because I did not believe in myself. So I read in scriptures that everyone has a race that's been set before them. So you have to run your race. Your mom loves you, your dad loves you, your family loves you. Come on, they're great people, but they can't run your race for you. It is up to you to run your race. So the first thing I did that helped me break out of that was that I got to the realization stage. I got to realize that you are absolutely responsible for the outcome of your life. It doesn't matter what may have transpired, what is going on. You are absolutely responsible for the outcome of your life. Now, one thing that helped me after this realization stage was to actually document. But first, I gave myself a name. I gave myself a nickname. And the name I gave myself meant something that how I wanted people to see me. So I also learned, guys, that you can actually not get or let people can't actually see you the way you want them to see you if you first do not see yourself the way you want them to see you. So they can't see you the way you want them to see you if you do not see yourself in that same light. So I called myself by that name. And anytime someone called me by that name, it just kept reminding me of who I am. Now, I journaled that. I documented things. I would write them out and look at the mirror every day and say to myself, Stephanie, you are loved. Stephanie, you are important. Stephanie, you make impact. Stephanie, you are beautiful. I just kept speaking those words to myself. Someone once said, and I totally agree, that be careful of what you say because you are hearing. Every one of us is a product of words. You're a product of the words you've heard so far. You know your name is Stephanie because you were called Stephanie words. So you know that you are doing something. If you go to school to be trained as something, you go through how many years in that particular field and you keep hearing words that build you to become that thing. So vocalize those things you want people to see you as. Don't just keep it to yourself. Don't just say, oh, I have it in my mind. So since I have it in my mind, that's fine. Vocalize them. Speak them to yourself. Speak them till you become conscious of it, till it sinks into you. Vocalize it. Remember, be careful of what you say because you are hearing. So don't just speak idle words. Don't just take your words for granted. I was reading and I saw something that said, your words should be graceful. So he said, for grace should come out of your lips. So the words you speak should carry grace. Let them be graceful. Don't just speak anyhow. Don't just say anyhow. No. Say those words that mean life. Speak life to yourself. Speak those words. You want them to see you as a particular thing. Speak it to yourself until you believe in it. And then after that, another thing that helped me was I chose to forgive myself. I am not a perfect person, guys. I've done certain things that when I think of would make me cringe. And I decided to forgive myself because the first way you can show yourself that you love yourself is to extend grace to yourself. So you may have made certain errors, you may have lost certain opportunities, you may have made certain mistakes. Extend grace to yourself. Let it go. Forgive yourself. It's okay. It's enough. Extend grace. Let that error go. Forgive yourself for that error. And once you have done that, the next thing I would want you to do is to embrace failure and learn from your mistakes. Now, a lot of time we would rather prefer not to fail at all than to fail. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, oh, when you have a part where you can win or a part where you can fail, you get to choose failure. No, that's not what I'm saying. But not everything is going to work out all the time. There are certain times you will try something and it doesn't work out. Don't let the failure keep you down there. Don't let, very important, don't let the fear of even failing, because sometimes some of us did not even try the stuff for it to even fail, for us to say, oh, okay, oh, it's failed that we're scared. Some of us, the fear of failing alone is the fear of failing alone is actually the first thing that would stop us from even taking the first step. So when I was 7, I had an idea to start up a business. I had great markets for the business. I had people I knew will be willing to partner with me on this business. And I didn't start. I stayed all through my service year and didn't take advantage of it. Why? I was scared. I was, what if, um, but if this doesn't happen, a lot of what ifs. Come on, just try it already. Try it and let it be that you failed and then you tried again. Scripture says, though a righteous man falls 7 times, he will rise again. How many times have you fallen? I'm sure it's not up to 7. But even if it's up to 7, try again. Try for the 8th time. You will not fall again. Don't worry. Try again. So it's not just enough to try. While you're trying, learn from these mistakes. You failed at it. Now, I started the business. I eventually did start the business. And I failed. I failed at it. The first month was great. I was like, yay. And then second month, the first month was like, oh, I tried the land and I brought very big grapes from it. And then second month, everything just dwindled. And I'm like, I think I'm not going to do this thing again. But then if I had started earlier, I would have actually learned these things. And by now I would have been way ahead. I'm still doing the business. Don't worry, I did not stop. I will still keep at it. I will still keep at it until I actually make it big. But that's just to tell you guys that don't let failure be a setback for you. Failure is feedback. It should be a feedback. It should be, oh, okay, this didn't work. What's next? How do I rebrand? How do I try it again? So don't let it keep you there. Now, after that, the next thing I did, and I feel you should do, is to create healthy routines. I have a lot of stories today. So, I used to be a girl that had a very big stomach. Now, you know when you say fupa, my fupa was fupaing. I used to have very big stomach and I didn't really care about it for a very long time. I was young, but while growing, I saw that it was important that I have a very nice shape. So I decided to work on my tummy. I tried getting waist trainers first time and it was a disaster. It was I remember I and my friend that night, we woke ourselves up, please help me take it out. It was a disaster. So I tried a different method. I decided I was not going to eat past a certain time. Now, whenever it got to that time, if dinner was not ready, I would not eat. I would just go to solidify my resolve. I would just go and brush my teeth. So my mom knew, everyone at home knew that once it's this particular time and I have brushed my teeth, it doesn't matter what you're cooking. Don't worry, I'll have it for breakfast, but I was not going to eat it that day. So this thing helped me, like it really helped me, guys. I'm not even joking. It really helped me to a point where, oh, I can say, okay, even if the tummy wants to come now, I know what to do about it because I've already hit that hack. So that's what happens when you actually create healthy routines and you stick by them. It makes you realize that if you could actually do it and you could fulfill it, you can accomplish it, then you can still do it again. So you keep on making progress. You don't just dwell there. So create healthy routines. It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's difficult. There are times that you feel like, it's very difficult. You want to diet. It's not an easy thing, trust me. But the reward when I when I achieved my goal and I wore certain dresses, that's vain, yeah, I know. But when I wore certain dresses, I'm like, okay, yes, it was worth it in the end. So just create healthy routines and determine that you're going to stick by them. They really help. You could write that down. If you need someone to remind you, what are we here for? That's what we're here for. So if you need someone to remind you, you could actually just leave a comment as well, and we would always remind you. If you want a weekly reminder, we've got you covered. We'll remind you every week about that. And then finally, another thing I did was to feed my mind. Guys, feed your mind. Feed your mind. There is so much you can be if you can open your eyes to see it. But trust me, if you have not seen that thing in existence, you can't actually really think of it. So you have to open your heart and open your mind. Feed your mind to a point where you are open to possibilities. And when you feed your mind so much, you get to see these possibilities become a reality. God said to Abraham, you see, what do you see? How far can you see? So it's not just enough to have all these dreams. It's not enough to vocalize it. It's not enough to create the healthy routines. You have to feed your mind. Now, I love reading. Like whenever I read, I could stay on a book and forget that the world exists, the physical world I mean exists, because it just exposes you to a new world. You get to see a lot of possibilities. You get to see things that you can be. So guys, feed your mind. Now it mustn't necessarily be by reading. For some other people, it could be by watching certain things. Personally, I have a very active imagination and I would rather not watch anything that is disturbing. My friends know this. Someone once told me, "Oh, Stephanie, you are too soft. You should toughen up." I'm like, "Well, if that is what it would take me to toughen up, then don't worry, because I would not watch something that is disturbing. I know how I am. It's going to affect me. So I would rather watch things that would build me than to watch something that would make me or leave me depressed. So feed your mind. Look at things that would actually build your mind, things that would build your capacity. And when you feed your mind, you get yourself opened to possibilities and you see yourself doing new things. Now, this is my challenge for you today. Create a healthy routine for a dream that you have. It could be a short-term dream, it could be a long-term dream, just anything. Create a healthy routine and determine to stick to it. Also, if you have ever overcome any challenge and you would like to share with us, please drop it in the comment section. We would really love to learn from you. Thank you for watching, guys. Again, this is Dream Then Do. Remember, we dream it, we do it, and we become it. See you next Thursday. Bye.